Hey, this is Mark, and I'm here at the Action Figuratorium, and today I'm going to be doing a review and an unboxing of a new Iron Maiden Eddie. You've probably seen these guys out there in the wild of people's Instagram feeds. It is the Iron Maiden Eddie as World War II pilot, sort of combat dogfight ace, we're going to call him, and that's coming up today. Plus, real interesting, fun, not sure if it's cool, but it could be cool story about how I got the toy through Gamestop, and some interesting tidbits there. So stick with me. All right, hope everybody is having a great time. Let me cut over to let's cut over to this cam for a second. Okay, so here are my current Iron Maiden Eddie action figures I've acquired so far. On the left is Iron Maiden as Power Slave Eddie. He's like a mummy with the thing on. He's that thing, and then on the right is Iron Maiden Eddie as the Trooper. He's in his kind of British uniform smock there. And there are unboxing review videos on my channel for both of those. To the left of the guy in the center there, loose, is Iron Maiden Eddie Peace of Mind album cover, where he's in the straight jacket. And what's interesting about that is what these guys do when they do the Iron Maiden line at NECA is they actually will paint whatever the artist's lighting scheme in the painting is onto the figure. So if the artist of the Iron Maiden cover had put like highlights on one side of the body and then like dark shadow on the other, well, the toy is actually painted like that. They paint that on. They don't just make the character in the costume. So that's why the chain is two different colors of the collar, as you can see. Not that I think anybody really cared, but I wanted to point that out for future reference if you are thinking about getting these guys and you're confused. Now, the guy in the middle is the one that I just bought, and that is the Flying Ace, World War II Flying Ace for the British. And he's just come out. Everybody has gotten theirs already. I just got mine. Now, I pre-ordered this a long time ago on GameStop. I did it through GameStop because they had it for $29 for this guy. And I think that was about the cheapest. Now, here's the crazy thing about that is the shipping from GameStop to me was $2.99. These guys charge $2.99 to ship that toy to me. Okay, so here's where the GameStop story comes in. By the way, that's a pretty low price. You have to admit, it's a pretty low price. And I bet if you went to a local GameStop near you, they probably have one of these hanging on the wall for 29 bucks. And you can grab it and get one ahead of the herd that is going to be looking for these a year from now when they're just suddenly gone. Right now, flush. GameStop, that's where you should go. Because here's what happened to me. When I got mine, it legitimately was missing the pistol. That's the only accessory that this guy comes with. All these guys come with accessories, and the accessories they come with don't necessarily have anything to do with the painting, the Iron Maiden artwork, but really more of the character. The Eddie came with like some kind of an Egyptian-looking staff, and I think kind of an Egyptian sword, none of which are in any sort of illustration. The Trooper guy came with the flag and a sword, which is in the photo or the original artwork. So that's pretty accurate. But they try to give you some kind of accessory with it, is what I can tell. And if they can't think of it, they make it up. So what they did with this guy is they gave him a pistol, because it's like a World War II pilot thing. If you crash, went down, that's the only gun you have. So mine was missing the pistol, and the pistol is right in the front. There's a little plastic pocket where it goes in. And so I was not necessarily bummed, but I was like, if you buy one new, you should get everything with it. You know, that's kind of the reason why you're doing this. You shouldn't just go, well, it's too bad that this thing got packed. And so I thought, I'm gonna let GameStop know, because maybe this has happened to a bunch of people. Maybe there's like 100 people that these came down the conveyor belt and they didn't have a pistol. Or maybe they gave them these ones missing a pistol to GameStop, knowing that GameStop was selling them for cheap, and just like, you know, if their people have complained or didn't complain, whatever, it's GameStop. So I complained, and I was like, you know, maybe if like 100 people are missing the pistol, we'll be part of some group, and maybe they'll send us something. Who knows? Maybe they'll get a bag of pistols from the manufacturer, and they can, you know, send it out. So anyways, I did that, and the next thing that happened was they're like, well, would you like a return, or would you like a replacement? And I said, well, I would love a replacement. You know, I mean, everything's there except for the gun. I just want the gun. I don't care. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just missing one of the pieces. So they charged my my account, my credit card, another $29. I don't remember if they charged the $3 shipping or not. But they charged $29, and they shipped me out another one. And I got another one. It's fine. It's sitting right there. I don't know if you guys can see. It's right back there is where the it's where this is. So I got another one, and then I was like, okay, there's going to be like a return slip in here where I would take there'll be, you know, label you slap on a box, you send the other one back. Like they send me one that's good, I send them one that's bad, that kind of thing, and it sits around, etc. And that is not the case. That was not the case. What they did is they charged my card, and then on the original order, they offered me a refund, and that's where we're at. I have not sent anything back. I have 2 of them now. One does not have a pistol. I've been charged only for one. I fully intend to return it if that's what they want, even if they said come drop it off at a store, you know. But I think the matter is solved. So let's look at this guy a little bit, and let me talk about why I think these figures from NECA are super cool. They do a great job in coming up with creative packaging for these guys. They really make them look shelf worthy. And if you're thinking about getting one of these, and it's a little bit more to get one in the box, you should get the box. The box is cool on all these ones. The guys at NECA are doing a really good job on these. I don't know about any of their other product lines, and a lot of people always find something to complain about. I'm a big fan. I think these are cool. I've seen these figures packaged in slightly different packages. I think I've seen them in like a single box, not like this. And this seems more kind of like the They Live, whatever that guy's name is, John Notto. I picked up one of those, and it's similar kind of packaging to this. So love the packaging on this, and I think it's cool that they have the little ring there. So we're gonna check this out. I'm gonna pull this guy out. Give me a second. Folks, I just want to say for the record, it sucks trying to get these out of the package. Okay, look, we got our guy. Look at this, really coming together. We're gonna get a whole team of these guys. I wish there was, these are 8-inch, by the way. All right, so what they do with the Eddies, and in case you're curious, you're like, okay, I see that it's just a generic action figure body with an Eddie head. So what they do is they have an Eddie, kind of a corpse leg and foot, and I think they have like an Eddie torso and like forearm and hands, but then it's just generic action figure legs and upper arms, right? And so it's only the parts that are exposed. So on this guy, you can see that he's got the corpse legs, right? But this cat, he's just got like brown legs, just generic, you know, like Mego. So they give these guys cloth, which I think is really cool. I think that's the way to do it. And a little bit of, he's got like a rubber vest. Pretty cool sculpt on the face. It looks like his cheeks are going because he's experiencing some massive massive G-force in his plane, shooting down Jerry. I've never thought to do an Eddie voice. I assume that he probably sounds like the guys in Iron Maiden. I don't know. If you think you know what Eddie sounds like, let everyone know in the comments. So, I don't know. This guy is pretty great looking. This pilot outfit, the boots, the cap. I wish the goggles came down. Man, that would be great. But I get it. I get it when you're doing rock and roll memorabilia and it's not like Batman or something. But this thing is wicked cool, man. I gotta say, you guys should be getting as many of these as you can find. Here's a Power Slave, probably the best one. Troopers, yeah, I think this is going to be a full team coming together and spreading the word. So, if you are on the fence about picking these guys up, fan of like cool action figures that no one else kind of has because they're kind of fringe, right? But yet when you see them, you know what it is. This is your dog. These are super cool. They've got real bodies on them. You can pose them different ways. You can't pose the guy in the straitjacket though. You can't move with that coat on. You can't move his arms. But you can set the legs, and however you place him, he always wants to go in that stance that looks like the cover. It's really interesting. But these guys are fantastic. They just look, the detail on the face just looks amazing. They just pop right away, whatever you put them at. So we're going to do something kind of cool with the pilot. And some planes, some model World War II planes I got, a friend built, and that'll be coming up. Maybe at the end of the week, we'll start throwing some of that stuff out. But anyways, in this case, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I think we're going to give NECA a pat on the back for this one and give it a recommend. So with that, I will catch you guys on the next one.